Get straight into it with MX1 and MX Support all together in Heat 1 here at the Mayfair Gearbox Inland Championship, round 2 of this championship at Terratopia. It's a great start from Ricky Roth. He holds on to the whole shot and tries to get away there from Marco De Freya. In the background, you can start to see them sort things out. Little Italian civil war happening there between Adriano Catalano and Enrico Narbonese, just ahead of Justin Cope. Good start from Cope. Great start coming out of Kevin Moran as well on the second gear stall. Kawasaki, he is up there on the 27. Good number, that one. As we got a change up for the lead. De Freya squeezing out Ricky Roth at the top end of the circuit. And on lap 1, we already got one lead change. How many times is that going to happen throughout this race? Oh, problems there. Keegan Arnold goes down all by himself. And unfortunately, looks like he's been caught out by the very tricky conditions here at Terratopia. We've seen it all week long. And throughout the weekend, it's got better and worse. And sometimes the worse for wear means that you're going to be stuck in amongst back markers for the rest of the race. And that's exactly what De Freya is seeing. Ricky Roth tries to go with him. Oh, he gets stuck behind one of the back markers. Goes off track just to avoid that back marker. Gets back on track. Hasn't lost second place. But he's certainly got his work cut out for him right now. The leader's gone down. De Freya's made an uncharacteristic mistake and gone down all by himself. Marco De Freya crashing out. And that's going to give a huge opportunity to Ricky Roth to possibly go on to take the first win. Can he keep it all together though? You can see De Freya's back up and riding, a little bit shaken but not stirred. He'll go right to the line now to try and stay ahead of all the down riders. And there's a couple of them out there, as you can see. Riders making little mistakes here and there with these very, very tricky conditions. And unfortunately, looks like that might be a big mistake there coming out of the 286. Yes, Ruben Lutz making a little mistake there. Checkered flag is out, and it's Ricky Roth who's going to take the first victory of the day in the MX1 category. He'll be beating out Marco De Freya, and third place Mark Carty with a good run there, just ahead of Narbonese and Catalano. It was Devon Smith, Sorrel, Princely, Watkins, Reynolds and Rubens, the first very of the top 5 there in MX Support. Let's go and catch up now with your first winner, Ricky Roth. So after that first win, take us through how you're feeling.
First, I put the shirt in.
Oh, you want to put a shirt on first? Okay, you can. Now he wants to put a shirt on. In the middle of the interview, he wants to put a shirt on. We're going to leave this in there so that everybody knows that Ricky wanted to put his shirt on before he got interviewed. There you go. Yes, you got to keep the sponsors happy. How long have you been with TRP?
Like my whole life almost.
Is it, eh? How old are you now?
21.
Okay, I just beat you. I just beat you. When were you born?
2000.
2000. Okay, try being with TRP since 1987. That's how long I've been with TRP. That's pretty cool, eh? No, don't worry. I don't need to have sponsors' logos on. Jim knows what he gets when he gets me. Rick's a great day's racing so far for you, buddy. It's all going according to plan, but take us through the first couple of events because they've kind of been up and down for you.
Yeah, well, last year I didn't really race much. I took a year off. I had problems with my arm, so I went and fixed my arm and then just took the year off. And this year I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. So I'm going to do all the nationals, a few little races here and there, and see where it goes.
Listen, the swing of things looked pretty good today. You got on the bike and got to the front, and when you got to the front, they couldn't catch you. Yeah. But there was a couple of guys who had a bit of bad luck behind you. Expecting more of the same now, possibly in the second heat?
Yeah, I don't know if they've combined us with support, so there's a lot of guys just all over the show that catch us like off guard. So I think that's what brought most of us as well. Like me on the last lap, I had such a big lead, and on the last lap, I got closed down in like 3 corners, and I had no answer. Every turn I get into, I just get stopped by a back marker. So yeah, we'll see what the next one does.
So kind of traffic is a big factor, particularly here at Mayfair Gearbox Inland.
Yeah, and there's like one line in each turn, so it's pretty difficult.
What are the other plans for the year?
Just see where it goes. Go and have fun and just see where it goes.
I like that. That's the kind of right attitude to have, because that's normally when things go well and turn into race wins like we've already seen today.
Exactly. So that's my attitude for the rest of the year. Just get to a race and just ride. Like, not get the race, just get the ride.
Well, there you have it from Ricky Roth, and here at Terratopia for round 1 of, or round 2, I should say, of the Mayfair Gearbox Inland Championship. Get ready now for more action from MX1s and MX Support combined down towards turn 1. Who's going to have what it takes? Great hole shot coming out of De Freya. Ricky Roth is right there with him. Much better start this time out of Mark Carty. Carty's up in the mix as well, and look at where Kevin Moran is. What a start there from Kevin Moran, diving through and looking for a chance early on to be in the mix with the top runners. Catalano is just ahead of him there, and you can see him down in 5th place there, but what a start there from De Freya. This time out, he does not want to make the same mistakes as what he did in the first one, but he has got Ricky Roth all over the back of him, looking for a double victory here today in the second round of the Mayfair Gearbox Inland Championship. It's been a phenomenal day's racing so far, and of course the Premier class are now in the mix there with a great run so far as well, coming out of Devon Smith, looking for a chance for a possibility also for a double victory here today in the MX Support category. Sorrel Princely right up there with him, as is Matthew Reynolds. And a much better start this time out from Cameron Matthews as well. He'll be looking to try and get up into that top 5 if possible in the support category. Look at those support riders though. There's so many of them in the mix there. Just picked up on Carl Labuskachny on the number 7 at the back, fighting there with Travis Nieuwoud. And look out as well for Jean-Michael, I should say, Fenter in the mix too, as they come across the line and complete this first lap. Out front though, De Freya is not holding back. He is starting to open up a little bit of a margin there over Ricky Roth, and Roth just keeping a little bit of a roost gap to try and stay out of the big roost that could be coming off the back of that bike. Not too badly, because look at the way the track is starting to rut up. It's turning into a perfect day's racing and a perfect circuit to be racing on as well, as we're into the thick of it here, big time. Great to see this action at the mid-pack as well. These guys are holding nothing back and doing everything right for the opportunities to be at the front end. And you can see Devin Smith just keeping it all together at the front of that MX support category. But no one is going to catch De Freya. Not in the second heat, not in the formulas right now. And he's in amongst those back markers, using them to his advantage this time. And hopefully not going to be throwing it away and making a very careless mistake as he did in the first one. It looks like he's got it all clean and clear as he heads towards the checkered flag. Is there going to be a possibility of Ricky Roth to close things down? Doesn't look like it. That checkered flag is on standby, and he's going to come across the line to take the win here in the second heat of MX1s and MX Support combined. Confirmation of the results there coming up. It is all about Marco De Freya in the second heat. You can see coming across the line there was Devin Smith, not too far off the back, taking the win in the MX Supports, beating out Prince Lou Matthews and Matthew Reynolds just ahead of Ruben Lutz. It was Roth, Adriano Catalano, Enrico Narbonese, and Kevin Moran making up the top 5 in MX1. Let's go down and catch up with one of the riders down in pit lane. Another epic day in the saddle, buddy. Take us through it.
Yeah, for sure. First moto, got up to a good start, sat behind Ricky for a while, got past for the deep. Had a small crash, but had a good moto. Second moto, pulled the whole shot and just pulled the gas, and that was a good day.
And it looks like just in time.
Yeah, for sure.
Looking forward to the next one?
Yeah, for sure.
We'll see you soon. Thanks for catching up on Ridgeway TV.
Cool.